So I'm just out on a walk in nature, and this message came through about an hour ago at the start of my walk, and I was just like, no, I don't want to get on camera and do that message. There's like a feeling of a little bit of embarrassment. So I just let the message go. I just didn't pay attention to it, and then I'm just on my walk, walking through the woodland part, and it came back in, the message, and then I started getting emotional, which was the Holy Spirit telling me, like, you need to do that message because somebody needs to hear it right now. So I'm just gonna share like a little bit vulnerable, to be honest. So I went out last night, and I can't actually tell you the last time that I felt that uncomfortable in my own body. I was trying to pinpoint it, like, when was the last time, and I actually don't know because it's been that long. And what happened was, and this was the reflection that I was just having, because I'm out now in nature, as you can see, and I haven't got any makeup on, I'm not dolled up, I've got like me scruffy clothes on, I'm just with me dog and I'm listening to me gospel music, and people are walking past me, and I'm like, hi, and getting into conversations. Just had a gorgeous conversation with some man who's got the same dog as me, so we was like going into different things about, he was just sharing things about his dog, I was sharing things about mine, and it just got me thinking about last night. It just got me thinking about like what happened yesterday, and the message is that I want to share it in case you just need this reminder, or you might still be in it now. My dog's going mad because the dog's just walked past. You might still be in this energy now and still thinking that you need to keep forcing the energy for the next event and the next time it happens. And I'm here to tell you my message, because if I can help you to stop forcing that energy, then this is why this wants to come through me. So last night I went out, and well, it was like yesterday, and I got all dolled up, face full of makeup, new outfit, and I went into an environment that I've not been in such a long time. It's an environment that I don't put myself in anymore. And I very quickly caught myself as soon as I walked in how instantly my energy, everything about me just completely changed. So I went dead shy, I went dead quiet, I didn't want to make eye contact with anyone. I wasn't like I just was with that man then talking about our dogs. I went inwards. It's like a withdrawn. I felt so uncomfortable, and there was a lot of lustful energy in the room, and that's what happens when you go back into these environments that you don't ever put yourself in. When you do put yourself in, then you feel it. Oh my God, you feel it. So it was like in Liverpool town centre, and everyone's obviously out on a night out, everyone's drinking alcohol and everyone looks gorgeous, and then all the men that are out are just, that's how I'm gonna say it, it's a lustful energy, it's leaky, it's pervy, and I'm never in situations where I'm around pervy men, not even in the gym. I go to a really nice gym, and everyone in there, all the lads in there know me cousin, so they wouldn't even dare. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to get at is, I've not put myself in those environments in a very long time. So when I did, it's like I went back to an old, it was like I went back to an old version of me. who just didn't, it's like I didn't feel real. I was like, this isn't me. I felt dead uncomfortable in the clothes that I was wearing and all that makeup on my face. It felt like I couldn't breathe. The amount of makeup that I was wearing, and I had like all my hair done, and I just didn't feel like me. And it's being out now in nature, just being with myself, and this is me. This is me. And what I wanted to do the message for, I feel dead emotional, but I'm just going to allow it. I wanted to do the message just to remind you that sometimes the old you might call you back. The old you might say, oh, but let's just do that again. It's fun. We haven't done that in ages. Like, let's just go and do what we used to do. And you will go back and go into those environments and do those things and be that person in order to learn the lesson that isn't you anymore, and that's okay, and that version of you is actually just crying out for love. And being out in nature now, as I'm on this walk and I'm just speaking to you, whoever you are, I hope this is speaking to something within you, you know. But I'm just realising, like, that version of me, I had to show up like that, and I did show up like that for many, many years of my life, because that was safety. That was me surviving. I didn't know how to not be that version of me. And what's emotional for me now, as I love this version of me, like, where I just, it's a feeling of safety. That's what this is. My arm's killing, so I'm swapping the phone around. But yeah, it's a feeling of, I feel safe in my own body. I feel safe just being me. I feel safe being real and being authentic and allowing myself to just be me. And last night, that feeling just wasn't there for me. To the point, like I say, I couldn't even make eye contact with people. I didn't want to speak to people. I didn't want to be in that room. And I forced myself to stay in the room, because it's like being a people pleaser, doing what other people want me to do, being what other people want me to be, and then masking it as, well, you'll have fun, you'll have a good time, you don't need to go out and get drunk like everybody else. You can just drink what you want and just show up. This is just you showing up and spending quality time with the people that you love and have meaning to you. But that's just a mask. That's not real. That isn't real, because it didn't end up being quality time. It didn't end up being a nice, joyful experience. It wasn't, we didn't bond, we didn't connect. The whole time I was in my mind, I wasn't in my heart, I wasn't in my body. I was just constantly in my mind, and it was uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable, and all I kept doing was thinking about, how do I get out of this? How do I leave here? How do I leave this environment where I can go back to my safe space, where I just get to be me? Which is, as soon as I walked in my house, I just went straight into my meditation room and sat at my altar, and I just done some reflection, and I actually voice noted me energy healer. And what advice she gave me was, because what I was saying was, I felt like I was going backwards. Like, I've done all this work, and 2025, like, I've really stripped that version of me away. Like, I don't ever connect to that version of me anymore. And it was a feeling of, like, have I gone backwards, and what is this feeling, and how have I ended up here, sort of thing. And what she explained to me was, I was just being shown who I no longer am, and the lesson was self-abandonment. And that's what happened to me last night. I keep saying last night, it was actually in the daytime, it was like evening. I self-abandoned in order to socialise, in order to be around the people that I love, in order to meet their needs, and just play back into that role that I outgrown a long time ago. And a feeling of discomfort and sadness, and like just this, just sadness. Like, I feel sad for myself. It's not actually about the environment or the people or the situation or anything outside of myself. it's about me not listening to my body, and when my body told me not to go, I went against it. I stayed in my head. I didn't listen to my heart. And then when I shown up, and even like how uncomfortable it felt for me putting the makeup on my face, and girls, you'll get this, because if you're someone who just does like, you know, a bit of tinted moisturiser and you put your eyebrows on and whatever, going from that to then like doing all the contour, and just like I got my makeup out that I've not wore in such a long time, and I was like, I don't even know what to do with all this, because I've not done it in so long, and it was just that mask. It just felt like that mask, and that's exactly what it was. And the message was self-abandonment, showing up for other people instead of showing up for me. Like, even down to like the conversations and what I was speaking about. It's all an act, it's all a performance, none of it's truth. And then there's no depth to it, there's no realness, it's just complete disconnection, and the disconnection is from you, and you can't blame the people that you're with or the environment that you're with, or even the pervy men in the bars. Like, you can't blame that. You go inwards and you connect back to you, and you're like, okay, where did I choose not to be in my heart space? Where did I choose being that version of myself for others and abandoning me? Where did I choose trying to fit in and be like everybody else in the room, instead of just being me? Instead of just allowing myself to just be me? And I'm really trusted in the timing of this as we come to the end of the year, and this lesson has just literally screamed in my face unexpectedly. Like, I'm not carrying this energy into 2026. I'm not going to be around people that ask me to self-abandon. I'm not going to put myself in environments where I have to wear a mask or play a role or perform. I'm not going to do anything, and I mean anything, that doesn't make me feel how I feel right now. Like, this feeling of freedom, and it's freedom from within. It's a feeling of like being able to breathe, because you're just being you. And I feel like maybe this video can make that look really easy, like just be you, just say no to people, just you know, just don't go those places, but it's hard because it's the people that you love, and you don't want to lose those connections. But the real loss is losing the connection to you, and then waking up the next morning with this heavy heart space. And I was just thinking on my walk, like, this is the stuff that I want to be teaching my son, and he's watching me, and I want to teach him, like, always be you. Never ever change who you are, not for no girl, not for no friendship group, not for no family member, not for me. Like, just be you in every room, in every situation, with every person, in every connection. But I can't teach him that if I'm not living that. And last night was a real wake-up call for me, like, to really get clear on who I really am and who I pretend to be. And it can happen unconsciously, and that this is the thing with the wounds and the patterns and the cycles and the shadow. It just sneaks up. You think you've done the work around it, and then boom, it's in your face, and then you're sat at your altar crying, voice noting your energy healer to be like, what is going on? That's how fast it happens. But it's all a part of your growth, and that's how you need to see it. And I think maybe that's the end of the message. Don't see it as going backwards. See it as you're really being reminded who you're not anymore. You've outgrown that version of you, and you let her go with love. So much love. Thanks for everything that you've done. Thank you for getting me to where I am. Thank you for it all, but I don't need you for this next part of my journey, because that's not me anymore. We don't need to be that. We're not surviving anymore. Them days are done. Them days are so done. Wow.